Why dystopian stories like Squid Game fascinate us. There's a reason we're drawn to shows like Squid Game. These stories turn our deepest fears, power, control, survival into entertainment. They strip life down to raw instincts, and we watch, not just for thrill, but because part of us wonders, would I survive? Psychologists say dystopian fiction helps us process anxiety about the real world. When we see exaggerated chaos in a fictional setting, we feel just a bit more in control of our own unpredictable lives. So, keeping that twisted tension in mind, here's how I started crafting this chilling arena in Photoshop. First of all, I started with the door. Then I wanted to use these rocks as the wall. So I placed them accordingly at the right place. Then I copy-pasted them a few times. And now the door is gone. So I just masked it out. Then I wanted to do this subway path as our main path. So I cut it out and placed it at the right place and fixed its perspective. I used the same rocks to use as the floor. And after that, I cut out this mountain rock to put it beside the wall. So I put it against the wall, copy and paste it. But I don't like it. So I moved it forward to use it as an entrance kind of thing. After that, I started blending the door. I put a metal overlay on top of the door to make it look more cooler. And now I always mess up my layers. So this time I'll be a good boy and arrange it correctly. After that, I started blending everything together. First the wall, then the floor, and after that the rocks. And I color corrected the rocks by using hue saturation and the color balance adjustment layer. Then I started covering up the empty grounds using the same subway path and blended them together using the layer mask. And after that, I thought I'll use a very cool roof using the icy blue kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks really cool. So I put it at the place of the roof and blended it together. This is really a cool looking thing. After that, I put some highlights and shadows on the wall according to the light that will be coming from the roof. After that, I draw some highlights on the ground. I don't know for what reason. After that, the most important, the touch shadows. It makes the path really sit on the floor, not just floating around. It's really important. This is so much better than the before. After that, I started putting some shadows. First the touch shadows of the rocks, and then the main shadow, making them some blur using Gaussian blur and making it less harsh. I did the same thing for the left rock. After that, I started putting some highlights and shadows on the rocks. The light will be coming from the front and above. So accordingly, I put the highlights and shadows. And then I removed the unnecessary light on the path and blended the wall until I was half satisfied. Then again, most important, the touch shadows. I wanted to make a glow under the door to give a mysterious feeling. So I just manually painted it. Then I edited the top part of the door to blend properly. And finally, some more blending of the wall until I was totally satisfied this time. Then I made one side of the roof darker so that it will only glow near the wall. Then I made a spotlight that will drop on the middle of the path where our subject will stand. After that, I darkened the front and rear of the path along with the surrounding to give the spotlight more focus. I couldn't find a proper subject to match with my theme, so I just made my own subject according to my theme. Then I put the subject at the spotlight in the middle, blend him with the surrounding areas. Then I made some highlights and shadows on him. After that, I made the shadow under him, the main shadow and the touch shadow. Then I made some more highlights and more shadows. I brought in some light touches to sit in the walls. I gave them a glow by manually painting. I made a stand for them to sit in the wall and adjusted them properly. Then I give some more highlights and shadows on the rocks to match with the theme. Now the bad guys, I use 3D to rotate it and color correct it by using the hue saturation. I copy and pasted it on the left side along with the adjustments. I drew the shadows for them, and then I give the highlights and shadows according to the theme. I did the same thing for the left one. I cut out this statue and place it on the wall. Also this one and place it on the other side. Then I made some more highlights and shadows on the statue according to the lighting to blend with the surrounding. Then I made the shadows for it. Then again some highlights and shadows. It took me a while to get it right. I forgot to make the shadow of the torch itself, so I made it later. I also made one for the left one. I blended the other statue with the same steps and made a shadow for it. After that, I thought maybe some lava floor will look cool, so I brought in some lava. I copy pasted them to the whole floor. I gave them some inner shadow using the layer style dialog box to make it more realistic. Then I copy pasted them to the left side. Then I put this Squid Game signs on the door. Gave them some bevel and emboss to make them look like they're really sitting on the door. I gave them all of them the same settings. I put some glow on them by painting manually. Then I put the season 3 on the floor. And then finally some camera raw filter to finish it off.